Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Hone Your Speaker Skills, How to Be a Better Speaker. Now, the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about words, and we're going to carry on in that vein. Last week, I suggested that you grab a notepad, 2 pages. One at the top, you're going to write, I am nervous. I am not a public speaker. Whatever it is, that internal script that's holding you back. And did you do it? If you didn't, now's your chance to get it done. In which case, watch on a little bit longer, pause the recording, and then go do the exercise. Now, this is really important because it's that experience of those feelings in your body. It's kind of like a mindfulness exercise on steroids, because when you recognize where in your body you're feeling these uncomfortable sensations, and not only just the locality, but also the quality of them. Is it constriction? Is it, generally it is constriction, but depending on where, it's entirely up to you. It's how your body is put together. Some people have butterflies in their tummy. Let's face it, if we're really nervous, they could be more like crocodiles. Some people feel a constriction in their chest, others in their throat, others in their head, others in their ears. They might get ringing in their ears. There are lots of different sensations you may be experiencing. And that's what I want you to feel into. It's all good and well saying, I'm nervous. I don't like public speaking. Yeah, that's purely head speaking. I want you to dig in and feel in your body where these sensations are, recognize what they are, and write them down. Now, this feels uncomfortable. I know, and you don't want to go there because we always want to avoid the uncomfortable feelings, don't we? And yet, isn't that what you've been doing so far and not moving forward with public speaking? When it could just blow the lid off your business? That's why I want you to be aware of them. See, the thing is, we get the sensations in our body quicker than the brain catches up and goes, oh, I'm feeling nervous, or I'm telling myself I'm nervous. So by getting to recognize these feelings, then it's the case of, right, okay, logical mind, well, what am I saying to myself? So if you can equate the two, then you will understand, I'm back in my head, I'm telling myself I'm nervous. No, don't want that. So that was the one side. And then we were going on to the other side, which is where you're visualizing and you're going, I am confident. I am a brilliant speaker. I speak impactfully. I make a difference to my audience. And how does that feel? And where does that feel? Again, you've then got the contrast. You've got the feels in your body. And as I said, when you've got that sense of understanding of your own physiology, then you can go, oh, that's what I'm feeling. What am I telling myself? Oh, yes, I've got this. I'm powerful. I know what I'm doing. Do you see the contrast here? Visualization is one thing. But if you're struggling to, when you don't really want to go down to the uncomfortable feelings, put yourself in a situation. You've walked out on stage. You're on the red circle. You're doing a TEDx. How do you feel? You've got an audience in front of you, a big audience. You know there's a video camera on you because this video is going to go up on the internet forever after. And I've already gone goosey and cold, shivery feeling just thinking about it for myself. That's what I mean. That's what I want you to not just visualize it, feel into it. You've got you one side, you've got the other. Now, there's probably a bit in your brain going, well, I recognize this bit. That bit, not a chance. There's no way I'm getting there. That's your unconscious mind going, this is way out of my familiar zone. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like, which is why I want you to spend some time imagining, feeling into it, visualizing with the feels. Where in your body is that going to feel? Because that's where you're going. That's where you're headed towards. And that part of your brain which goes, bullshit. Oh, yeah, nowhere near there. How on earth can you say that? Well, I've got a little bit of a fun fact for you. Nervous, excited. If it's too much of a stretch to go straight to excited from nervous, let me give you a bit of neurophysiology in here. Concentrate, here comes the science. The same neurotransmitters, those little chemicals going around your head, which is going, I'm nervous, I'm excited, they both get accepted by the same receptor sites. So imagine you've got the I'm nervous red keys and the I'm excited blue keys, and the lock will accept either one of them. But it can't take both at once. So if it's all the fearful ones, the excited ones just aren't getting a look in. And equally so, if it's all the excited ones, the fearful ones can't get a look in. I've got good news. There's a bit of a halfway house. If you mix in your red with your blue, whoa, you kind of get a purple one in the middle. What I call excitmus. You're leading with the excited because that's where you're heading, and you're leaving behind the nervous bit there. But you realize that the chasm between the two of them is a bit too much to jump in a one-er. So this is like a halfway house, if you will, excitmus. You're still recognizing there's a little echoing of the nervousness. We've taken it down from the crocodiles down to the odd one or two butterflies, and that's okay. Because it shows you're still alive. And it shows that you're in the moment, you're mindful of where you are. I was head speaker coach at TEDx UWA for 5 years, and I got concerned if our speakers weren't even a teeny tiny bit nervous going out on stage. I really feel as though they were fully present. So if you have a little bit of nerves, good for you. Don't try and suppress them, accept them, go with them, but know that you're more on the excited side than you are on the nervous side. Okay? Excitmus. That's when you go, okay, but I can do this. I realise that there's some little butterflies, but I can do this. You're counteracting the loud, persistent, alarms of going, this is too much, with, I can do this. I really can do this. I know I can do this. I am a powerful speaker. To those declarative those statements, I am the identification statements. So last week, as I said, we did the I am nervous. Where in your body do you feel it? I'm a powerful speaker. Where in your body do you feel it? And how does it feel? We've listed out the symptoms. And then this week, I want you to think about the bit in the middle, the excitmus. What's that halfway house? And how does that feel? Now, that might require you putting in a little bit of extra conscious effort on this one. But your bullshit meter will accept this one. Whereas the excited one might be a little bit too much straight off. Bring your unconscious mind with you. Otherwise, it'll fight you, tooth and nail, to go back into the familiar zone. Remember, it's not comfortable, but it is familiar. Now, this is taking so much time, Wendy. How on earth is this going to be practical for me to do? I hear you. Like any new skill, it requires conscious commitment. Once you've achieved the conscious competence, because you're well aware of what you're doing, did you ever have to learn to tie your shoelaces or ride a bicycle? Those sort of things. I mean, driving a car. If you're a driver, particularly I grew up driving a manual, and all the different bits of that, sort of like right foot, left foot, mirror, signal, maneuver, and changing gears, there was so much to focus on to start with. And now, a number of years later, I can have a conversation with somebody and still do all the driving, because that is now unconscious competence. I'm sure you've experienced that yourself when you've got somewhere and gone, how did I get here? I don't remember the drive. It's unconscious competence. The more you rehearse and consciously work through, mindfully work through this, moving through the rewire process, the quicker it will be. Let me give you an example. Last Saturday, I was in an enormous mall here in Kuala Lumpur, and I was meeting somebody in another part of the mall, and it's an absolute rabbit warren. I was looking for something I had lost. I was in the basement, lower ground floor, at a restaurant. They had not found my key card. I'm now aware that my friend is in a totally different part of the mall, waiting for me with a taxi on a meter. And I'm getting more and more stressed, one, because I haven't found the card, and two, because, where is she? I was so focused on getting to the restaurant, I did not pay attention to where I was. So now my stress levels are going up and up and up and up. This has got nothing to do with speaking, but you can see how this will migrate across any circumstance. So what I was telling myself was, I'm frustrated, I'm lost, I'm holding somebody up, I'm letting somebody down. Do you see a fair number of I am statements thrown in there? And my stress levels were going up. I wasn't thinking straight. The logical thinking brain had checked out. I was way back in the reptilian brain that was just responding to my physical sensations. And I caught myself going, Wendy, stop it. Flip the script. Take this away from you focusing on letting her down and going, she needs me. Because she was getting stressed because she had no idea where I was. And of course, this is a very large mall and people are milling around and I want to get past them in a hurry and they're just dawdling and shush. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. I found my way back there really quickly because I had flipped my script. I was not focused on the where I was at the moment. I recognized that's where I was feeling. Expired, I exhaled that stress. I wondered what it would feel like. Investigated where it came from. I wondered what it would feel like to feel, let's get there quickly. Reframed. You've got this, Wendy. You know how you can work through this. Look at the signs. Remember how you got here. And then I embraced and got excited about the fact that I had changed. I had flipped my script and I had moved through this process in probably about a minute. And that's because I was stubbornly holding on to the stress. So my point is, at the moment you're thinking, this is taking far too long. Sit with it, feel into it, work through it. Because the more practiced you get at it, and as you've just heard, rewire can happen in any situation. It's not only for speaking. I'm using it in this example because obviously we're talking about speaking. It gets quicker because it becomes unconscious, although at that point it still was conscious. My point is, you can move through it within a matter of a minute and a half, 2 minutes. So, invitation for you this week, if you haven't already done it, 2 pages of your journal, notebook, exercise book, call it what you will, with physical pen, write out those I am, particularly the I am statements at the top. What is it that you're telling yourself that you can't do, and why you can't? I am not a speaker. I can't do this, whatever it is that's holding you back from doing the public speaking. Then feel into it. List where in your body you're feeling it. As I said, there's no right or wrong with this one. And what you are feeling. Going through them all, my chest was tight. My breathing was shallow and fast. My heart rate was up. I could feel my blood pressure was up. I was getting more and more anxious. So those would be the symptoms that I would write down. Chest tight, throat tight, belly tight, fast breathing, fast pulse, anxiety feeling, not thinking straight. Flip the script. I can do this. I can find my way around. I am a powerful speaker. I've got this. Suddenly my chest opens up. My breathing calms down. I'm taking slower, deeper breaths. My brain fog clears. Go figure. And I can think straight again. I'm getting excited because I know I can find her. And there's a qualitative difference between the excitement heartbeat and the dread heartbeat. I think you will know that one. When you've moved through it, you recognize those feelings. This week, you can try the in between, the excitement's in the middle, so that you can see the progression. And your mind's not going to go, oh, yeah. Have fun with it this week. I really genuinely do want to know how you get on with it. Whether you apply it in the situation that we've talked about with the speaking, extra credit, go try it with something else in your life. See how it works for you. And then come back and tell me. I'm so excited with and for you. Let's get you feeling confident on stage, because guess what? You're telling yourself you're a confident speaker. Enjoy. We'll see you next week. Live again. Bye from me.